Internet, I'm Alex Purple Ardifice, and welcome to Let's Plank, where I review TV shows and movies while planking. Today's episode we will be reviewing the first season of the Netflix original Glow. The first half will be spoiler-free, the second half will be less so. I'll have 6 different talking points. The first one will be like the general plot. The second one will be all the things that I liked about the general plot without giving away spoilers. The third will be all the things that I didn't like about the story without giving spoilers. Then we'll have a spoiler break. You can leave at that point if you haven't seen it already, if you don't want to be spoiled. And then we will return and I will give the pros that I liked giving spoilers and the cons that I had giving spoilers. And then just my overall rating of the series as a whole. I hope you enjoy this. We have 6 planks to do, starting with the side plank at 1 minute. Let's just start, shall we? Starting with the general plot. Now, Glow is a show that is based off of a real show from the 80s about lady wrestlers and how the show started and all the stuff that happens in the behind the scenes. And the main character, Ruth, is a struggling actress, and she finds the guy who is creating Glow. And it's created by the same people that made Weeds and Orange is the New Black, so I have a feeling it's going to get a lot of critical acclaim, and people are really going to enjoy it. It has a wide variety of characters, and a wide variety of stories. Whew. Not really much more I can say about it. Now I can see why people use yoga mats, because my arm is slippery. Next we will begin discussing things that I really liked about this series. Putting 1 minute on the clock. Ooh. So, I really love the feel of this series because it was set in the 80s. So they kind of do everything 80s. And I know that's like really popular these days, but it was just so fantastic how they did it. With the costuming and everything. Whew. And I really like that there was a multitude of stories and characters. Alison Brie kind of nails it as Ruth. Might have to put a towel or something down for the second half of this, because I don't know if this whole planking on slick wood is working for me. Yeah, but there is a lot to love about this show. Do not forget to hydrate while you're working out. Very important. Now we start getting to the cons. Trying not to get into spoilers. Go. So, I suppose one big con is the main storyline of Ruth didn't really interest me as much as I hoped it would. And, so I was glad that there was multiple storylines that I could latch onto. The other con is the creators of this show. They only tend to keep my interest for 2 seasons. So I really hope that they continue that, or they don't continue that, and keep my interest for a very long time. Whew. And, oh. The male actors don't have a lot of longevity on their shows, and I really like Mark Maron. So, I hope that changes. Definitely need a towel. Now, we will go into the spoiler break. If you don't like spoilers, haven't seen it yet, please Click away now. Tell acquired. Do not forget to hydrate. Now we have the pros that may contain spoilers. So, one of the main pros is the story of Machu Picchu, who is a lady that joins Glow, but comes from a family of wrestlers. Her story was fantastic, and the end is amazing, because her family doesn't want her to get into wrestling. She does anyways. Just all of the B stories had fantastic storylines, but the A stories were kind of flat. Whew. I just want to lie down and sleep now. 2 more to go! My heart! Now, we get to the cons that may contain spoilers. That will contain spoilers. Now, you might suspect, with a story about lady wrestlers from the 80s, that the only real reason I'm watching this is because I want to see ladies in spandex rolling around on a mat. You wouldn't be wrong. And I'm not giving this a con because it didn't happen. I'm giving this a con because, well, they packed a whole bunch of sexiness into the first episode and had none for the rest. And it just kind of made me irritated because it felt like they needed to do that to get me to watch the rest of the series when nothing could be farther from the truth. Also, the 2 main storylines of Ruth and the show building up were just blah compared to the B storylines. Shit. Popping out. Whew. 1 more. Hydrate. And now we give our overall rating. Oh. Overall, I would give this about 4 out of 5 stars. The feel of the show is fantastic. The characters are amazing. The acting is top notch. I would just say that it was kind of disappointing that the main storylines fell flat on me. But the B storylines are what really held it together. I would also say that I hope that this keeps my interest longer than 2 seasons compared to the previous works of the people that made this series. Whew. Ha! I done did it. Move legs. Work. There you have it. I reviewed Glow while planking. Next week, I'll be reviewing Ingovernable, another Netflix series, although I believe this one is either from Mexico or Spain, because I am watching that one while I'm working out. If there are any shows or movies that you would like to see me review while planking, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. And go ahead and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, or leave a like if you like this video specifically. I've been always the Purple Air Diffus, reminding you to watch up Gem Radius. And I'll see you all in my next video, which I'm sure will be a Let's Read. And if you don't watch those, I'll see you in my next Plank Reviews. Toodles!